Hello bookworms, I'm Becca and today I am doing my TBR for the spooky Shelfie readathon. Basically, this is a month-long readathon and the challenges are all things creepy, which is perfect for October, so I thought that I would give it a try. I am by no means trying to read all of these books this month, but I thought it would be fun to have choices of something to pick up if I'm feeling in a creepy mood, which inevitably I will be because it is October. So let's get into these books and these challenges. The first challenge is to read a book that has a curse or a spell in it. So I chose Shadow of Night by Deborah Harkness. This is the second book in the All Souls trilogy, and it's basically about witches. But in the second book, in this book, they actually have used a spell at the end of the first book to travel back into Renaissance era England. So that is really cool, and I know that I've been trying to read this for years. So hopefully I'll be able to read it this month. I probably won't, but I'm gonna try. The next challenge is to read a book that's going to give you nightmares, and I never get nightmares from books, but I have quite a hefty book that just the size of it will give me a nightmare. It by Stephen King. Yeah, that's not gonna happen this month, but when I was putting together my TBR, I did start kind of skimming the first couple of pages, and I'm very intrigued. So I know that I will start this journey through this book this month and see where it ends up taking me. The next challenge is to read a book with a freakish character in it, and I had a really hard time picking a book for this because I don't know what constitutes a character to be freakish. Like freakish as in weird, freakish as in... So I decided to use a book that I'm still trying to make my way through, and it is Dream Thieves by Maggie, Stiefvater, book 2 in the Raven cycle. These characters aren't so much freakish as they are intriguing, and I am loving this book so much so far, so I had to figure out some way to make it fit into this readathon, and this is one of the challenges that I thought that it could fit because it has a lot of characters in it that have sort of freakish abilities and things going on with them. So yeah, I'm just gonna roll with that. Next challenge is to read a book that has a serial killer in it. I have a lot that I could choose, like a shocking number of books in my shelf that I could have chosen for this, but I decided ultimately to go with Stalking Jack the Ripper by Kari Maniscalco because I am really into Jack the Ripper right now. I was watching this TV show called American Ripper where a descendant of H.H. Holmes is trying to prove that H.H. Holmes and Jack the Ripper are the same person, and I am on board with that theory. So I thought that this would be a good book to kind of divulge in and stick with that sort of theory and mindset that I've been in the past couple of weeks. The next challenge is to read a book with an orange and black cover. So I chose, wow, I can't even hold it up right, Kurosagi Corpse Delivery Service, and this is a manga. This is volume 1, so it's a horror manga that I picked up over the summer and I haven't read it yet, so I'm really interested to read it, and some of the art in this could definitely give me some nightmares. The next challenge is to read a book with a mask on the cover. So I am reading The Assassin Game by Kirsty McKay. Josh picked this out for me over the summer too, I believe, and it's definitely not something that I would typically pick up. It has a mask on the cover, and that's the whole point. And the last challenge, I think, is to read a book with supernatural or paranormal elements. So I am going to be reading Through Her Eyes by Jennifer Archer, and this is about a teenage girl who moves into an older house, and she's really into photography, and she starts forming a relationship with a spirit in her house, but then things sort of take a turn and she starts getting like really infatuated with the spirit. So yeah, it's going to be paranormal, obviously, and it sounds really creepy. I don't know if I'll like it or not. It's a very old book. Probably not that old. When was it? 2011? Wait a minute. 1957? I'm really confused. That is like paranormal enough for me. So there you guys go. That is my tentative TBR that I am in no way going to get through in 1 month alone for the spooky Shelfie readathon. Let me know if you are going to be participating in this readathon and what books you are planning down below in the comments, because I'm interested to know. And if you have any horror type spooky read recommendations for me, leave those in the comments as well, because you know that that is something that I'm really into. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you're interested in seeing more bookish videos. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys today, and I will see you next time.